Hey guys, it's Evy here and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I really hope you decide to stick around and subscribe. Today's video is going to be a review of 2023, so all of my best moments that happened throughout the year, and at the end I'm just going to talk about a few things that I'm looking forward to in 2024. So let's get into this video of my 2023 wrapped, I guess. So starting off with February, I actually went on a 10-day cruise to the South Pacific, which was really fun. So we went with like my husband's family. He was only my fiance at the time, but I can say husband now. So yeah, went and it was so much fun. I actually did an entire vlog of that cruise, which I'll link in the cards above. Had the best time. So living in Australia, you really can't go anywhere really when it comes to cruises. Like if you wanted to two-week cruise, you're only going to go to the South Pacific. It doesn't really go anywhere else because we are kind of really secluded, but still it was a lot of fun. I really had a good time just relaxing, reading a lot of books, playing trivias, just having a lot of fun. So not much to say other than it was just a real good time. So yeah, started off real strong in February. So we went at the end of February and then we came back beginning of March. During that time in January, I was really up, like not doing okay mentally because of the job that I was in. So in January, I started off in a role that I was just not happy in, was not in a good place. Like I would literally drive to work, I would sit in my car and basically have like a panic attack before I actually would walk into work. But then I was approached by someone to try a new role within the same company but in like a head office space, and I'm so much happier now. So I was approached to start that role before I went on the cruise, but I started the role after I came back, and I'm just so much happier in this job now. Gives me a lot of flexibility, and like you can basically just like do your chores within your little breaks. That way when it comes to the end of the day, there isn't anything to do, like you can just like relax. So I thought, why not, let's try something new. And I was able to get a permanent position, which is really amazing because it's a government job as well, so I really wanted to secure that. I almost forgot one of my highlights of February because a lot was happening like the first couple months. I finished my nutrition course. So I started a diploma of nutrition in 2021 and it went for 12 months, and I got so close to just giving up, and I am so glad that I just managed to push through because it was really hard. Like I've been out of school for like 6-7 years now, and just trying to get back into the routine of studying with a full-time job, doing assessments and stuff, it was really hard, but I managed to push through, and I have a diploma of nutrition, which I really wanted to just study something that I'm really passionate about because I really love nutrition and fitness, and I wanted to make sure that when I'm making my nutrition content that you guys can trust me, because I like to make sure that I'm researching and before I'm putting information out, because there is just so many myths and so much misinformation about nutrition. It's something that should be taken extremely seriously because you are messing with people's like food and perception of food and perception of themselves. So I really wanted to make sure that I'm able to educate myself to be able to educate the people around me. So that is definitely an amazing highlight of 2023, finishing, and like something that I really just wanted to give up on, but I'm really happy and proud of myself that I was able to push through. So yes, that was definitely a highlight. Also in March, we went, so my husband and his sister and I, we all went to the Harry Styles concert, which was so much fun, but we completely missed the vibe with the outfits, and we all looked like ding-dongs just in plain jeans and t-shirt because everybody was dressed up in their like cowboy outfits with their hats and the, I don't know what those feather things are called, but like the feather scarf things. And I'm just like, we completely missed the memo. We just looked like we did not belong there, but honestly, it was so much fun. I freaking love Harry Styles. It was so good. It was such a good concert. So, and because that was also like the first concert back like after COVID and everything, I was just so ready to just be in a space where I could just jump around and sing and dance, and vibing it. Just wish I got the outfit memo. That way I could have looked like I belonged. So yeah, it's actually really fun that a lot of people are dressing up for concerts these days, because like I don't really go anywhere. So if I'm going to a concert and like that attire is dress up like how the artist likes to dress, sign me up. I'll full do that. Okay, so my next little highlight of 2023 was my first ever brand collaboration on YouTube, which I still think is a pinch me moment because I am such a small channel. And Halara actually reached out to me to send me a few items to review and to put on my channel. And like, what? Like, brands wanting to work with me, like I still feel it's too good to be true, because like, again, I'm just like such a small channel, and like I've heard of Halara. So these are the items that they sent over, and this sports bra tank is one of my favorites. I actually featured this in my 2023 favorite items. But yeah, I think this is so cute. It's just like this lavender, lilac, periwinkle, and it has like the cutest twist on the back. I absolutely love wearing this on like upper body days. Love it so much. And they also just like these nice navy blue leggings, and they have pockets on the side. None of these have a front seam. I freaking hate things with front seams on them. But yeah, I really actually wear this stuff quite a lot, especially these ones. These are the Cloudful crossover leggings, so it just has like the crossover there, and I wear these a lot in winter in the cooler months because it has a pocket as well. I wear these on my walks a lot, that way I can just slip it in and off on my walk I go. So yeah, I just think these are so cute. They feel really, really soft as well. So these are items that I actually wear. Like, I don't just talk about them for the sake of talking about them. Like, these are actually stuff that I wear in my everyday life. So I think it's really cool to be able to work with brands that you've heard of and actually like the products that they send you as well, because sometimes it can be hard to know who to trust in the industry, because you just don't know if they're doing it for the purpose because they're getting paid or because it was free, or if they're actually being truthful. But in my case, and then another company reached out to me, and this was also another pinch me moment. Protein World reached out to me, and they sent me so many goodies to try. And I still have the whey protein in my cupboard. Personally, I don't like using whey protein in my food, because I feel like whey protein doesn't absorb like the liquids that you put in. Like, for example, my overnight oats, if I use whey protein, it doesn't soak it up as well as like vegan protein does. But my favorite way to use it is I'll use it like as a hot chocolate. So I'll just like heat up my milk for 2 minutes in the microwave. I'll pop in my Protein World whey, and then I drink it that way, and it's actually so delicious. If you haven't thought about drinking your protein as a hot chocolate, this is your sign to do so. So that was really cool. They sent me like pancake mix and like a mug cake mix, and it was so bloody delicious. Again, I have a full video on all. My final brand collaboration I want to talk about that reached out to me was Fanka. So they sent me some goodies again to just post, review and stuff. So I got this cute little tank, which I think is really fun because it's more like on the full coverage side, and it kind of looks like a corset, like with the details on it. So I thought that was really cute. And they also sent me these like electric blue leggings, which are so soft. So these are just so soft. Oh my god. But yeah, just a pinch me moment that I didn't think I would even reach 50 subscribers when I started this channel in 2022, and now I'm like almost at 800. Brands are reaching out to me. I'm able to just make content that I'm really loving. Like, I love doing this. So for everyone that subscribed or liked or commented on just anything, thank you so much. Like, this means so much to me. Like, this is what I just love doing in my spare time. So I just want to say, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for sticking around. We move on to April, which was actually such an exciting time because I got to meet one of my favorite fitness inspirations, which is Natasha Ocean. If you don't know who she is in the fitness space, you are obviously living under a rock. She is absolutely amazing. She does so many like videos that she works with like dietitians and sports specialists and all that sort of stuff. That way the information that she's putting out there is evidence-based and is coming from people that actually work in that profession. And her guides are so amazing. I will actually get to that later on. But yeah, I've just been watching her for so long. And then when she said that she was in Sydney and she was doing a meetup, I'm like, yes, I was so excited. Except the day that she did the meetup, it was pissing down rain. And she also didn't expect so many people to show up. And it wasn't like you got 60 seconds with her. You got as long as you wanted with her. So if you were to have if you wanted a 15-minute conversation, you would have a 15-minute conversation, which was a bit annoying because like I was sitting in that line for at least 6 hours before I got to meet her, and there was still so many people behind me. So I guess I wish they added maybe like a 5-minute timer just for everyone, because it was just such a long day. But still, all in all, I was really excited that I got to meet her. It was definitely one of my highlights of 2023. Like, I got to meet one of my inspirations. So Natasha Ocean and Whitney Simmons as well are my two favorites. So if Whitney Simmons ever comes to Australia and she does a meet and greet, oh, I would so be there. Obviously be wearing her collection as well, because like I have pieces from all 5 collections. Like, I just adore her as well. But I just think they are such amazing women in the industry. They are the ones that like just felt like I could lean on. Like, if I needed any tips, I could watch their YouTube videos. And so yeah, just, oh, I feel so giddy. Loved it. Just loved that day so much, besides the waiting around, but still amazing. Also in April, I went to my first fitness expo. So every year they do a fitness expo at the Sydney ICC arena. So this year was in April. Next year, I believe it is in September. And the tickets are so cheap. I think it was like $30 a ticket, but I was able to get a free ticket through Macro Mike. They put like a post up on their Instagram saying the first, I don't know, 30 people that DM us Fitness Expo, you get a free ticket. So I got a free ticket, which is so cool. So I didn't even have to pay for it. And it was so much fun. So again, I have a full video of my time at the Fitness Expo. I got so much free stuff, and that stuff is like still what I'm using today. Like, I got a shaker, and then I did a competition on who could hold the longest plank. So the top 2 got a free Oxy Shred, and then the winner got a $500 gift card. I came 3rd, so I got the free Oxy Shred. Still free. I'm actually drinking at the moment, so I need that caffeine hit. Actually, use my coasters. So yeah, the Fitness Expo is such a fun day. Even if I had to pay for that ticket, I think it would have been so worth it. Like, there's just so many like little competitions going around, and you get to like meet brand owners. Like, I got to meet the Macro Mike. I got to meet Mike, who is the owner of Macro Mike, which is my favorite supplement brand. So Macro Mike and Naked Harvest are my top 2. So just being able to see the man behind the brand that takes up my entire pantry, which I'll actually show you. Oh, it was just so cool. And like, just being able to again like see all the brands and try, because they obviously had samples. So if you were thinking of buying something but you weren't sure, because a lot of this stuff is like you have to buy online, get to have a little nibble, and then you're like, I'll buy that. And a lot of the times they'll have stuff discounted for the expo as well. But yeah, and then they also had like bikini shows going on, so being able to see competitors as well, I thought was really cool. So all in all, it was a really great day, a really great experience, and I would definitely be going like every year. So I just went by myself, which is totally fine, because like my husband, he's not into fitness, he could care less. He goes like to like stuff on his own, because like I don't give a shit about some of the stuff he cares about. But just being able to have separate hobbies from your partner, I think, is really important. That way you can still have your independence in a few areas as well. So I just went to that by myself, and it was so much fun. So yeah, definitely if you're ever thinking about going, I feel like it goes for 2 days. It's usually Saturday and Sunday, and you like pick what day you want to go. But on the Saturday there were more things going on, but I couldn't do the Saturday, so I just did the Sunday. Totally fine, still a great day. All right, so now we are just jumping to September. So not much really happened between April and September except for wedding planning. So I did get married on September 3rd of 2023. And boy, if you have been married more than once and did a big celebration more than once, how do you still have your sanity? Look, I am Greek, like my background is like Greek Cypriot. So obviously I'm a WOG, and WOGs really love to go all out for their weddings. But I really didn't want to, because it's just like one day that you're just spending all this money on, and I really didn't want to just, you know, dump all my savings onto a bloody wedding. Like, obviously, I'm really grateful that my family, like both of our families, were able to help out financially, like as a gift. But still, I really just wanted something small. Like, it's still on the smaller side. Like, I think we had 80, we had like 80 guests. And even then I was just like, I don't think this is necessary, but whatever. It was a fun day. All in all, it's done. It was fun. I wore a pretty dress. I felt like a princess. Like, that dress, I fell in love with instantly. Like, I saw this dress on Pinterest and it was by Marina Hardwick, and like obviously I could not afford like I had the money, but obviously I'm not going to spend like 20k on a dress. Like, that's just ridiculous for a dress you're going to wear once. So I really wanted to find like something similar, and I did. I found it online and I went to the shop and I'm like, I want to try this dress and I want to have this dress for my wedding day. So I tried it on instantly. I'm like, yep, let's just buy this. Let's get the receipts out. Like, let me pay. She's like, you know, how about we just try a few more styles, because a lot of people, they have a style in their mind, but then as soon as they try it on, they're like, I don't know, and they end up going with something completely different. In this case, I tried on like about 4 other dresses. I'm like, no, I want that first one. I'll see if I have photos and footage of my dress of that day, but I was so in love with it. The train was ridiculously long though. But yeah, it was, and the weather was amazing, and we got so many amazing photos. Like, I'm really happy with the photography of that day. Like, I'm so happy with how those photos turned out. And yeah, it was a really fun day. Our first dance was Off My Face by Justin Bieber, and then we kind of had like a second first dance and we danced to Lover, because I am a giant Justin Bieber stan and my husband is a giant Taylor Swift stan. So just to honor both of our wishes, we kind of had both songs. So those were our first dance songs. And then there's this thing that we do. I should have clips of this, which I'll insert. So there's this thing that Greeks do. They'll put like a shot of like scotch or whiskey on the ground in like a cup, and you have to dance around it. And then you have to put your hands behind your back, kneel down, and grab the cup with your mouth and drink it without touching it with your hands. So I succeeded. Obviously, I've been training for this. So every wedding I go to, like, I'm always like, let me have my turn. But alcohol, I cannot. I think I almost like puked, because I can't handle the taste of alcohol. Even when we did like the cutting of the cake and how you have to like do that, like you cross over your arms and you drink champagne, I think I almost spit mine back in. I can't. The only way I can have alcohol is if it tastes nothing like it. So if I'm having vodka, it's got to be mixed in with this much juice or Red Bull or something, because like I can't handle the taste of it. I don't know how people do, but yeah, so that was really fun. A lot of people enjoyed that. So after our wedding in September, we had about a 3-week break in between the wedding and our honeymoon. And our honeymoon, we flew over to Europe for a 2-week Mediterranean cruise, and I still feel like that cruise didn't even happen because it went so quick. Like, I still feel like it was all a dream and I didn't actually go, but I did. And I have a lot of photos and videos to prove it, obviously. But we went to 6 different countries, I believe. So we started off in Greece, in Athens, and we ended up in Italy, and we left from Rome. It was just the best holiday of my entire life. Like, there is just nothing like Europe if you live like 20 hours away. So our first flight was from Sydney to Doha, and then we flew from Doha to Athens. I wish I had generational wealth just so I could have like fly in business class for a flight that long. My body just hurt. It was horrendous, but the holiday made up for it. Oh, just like being in Australia, it's so different. Like, the life over there, like, the one thing I didn't like about Europe is every person smokes, and there is no laws around smoking. Like, here in Australia, you cannot smoke within like 10 meters of a building, but over there, we were eating at a restaurant in Montenegro, in Kotor, and like the couple next to us were just having a ciggy. And I'm just like, why? I don't want to smell that. But everything like food-wise was really cheap. The food, oh my God, the food, yum. I definitely want to go back in, but obviously it's such an expensive trip. Like our flights cost more than our cruise. Like that's how expensive it is to fly over there. I think our flights were almost 4K each, so that was a bit sad. But yeah, totally worth it. So we also want to go to New Zealand, Japan, Singapore, America, and Canada. So we kind of want to go to those places before we even think about going back to Europe, because obviously Europe is really, really big, and there's just a lot of countries that we also want to go back to and spend more time in, but there's still a lot more we want to discover before going back. But I just think a cruise is also a great way to experience a continent that you've never been to, because the countries, the activities, the food, the accommodation, it's all kind of thought out for you. You don't have to think about anything. And yeah, it was just so good. Yeah. So we left end of September, got back October, and then a few days later, I went to a live show. So this is my next 2023 highlight. In October, I went to the Life Uncut live show. So Life Uncut is a podcast I listen to, and this is their merch I'm wearing at the moment. So it's hosted by Laura Byrne and Brittany Hockley. So they are two people that were on the previous seasons of The Bachelor. So Laura Byrne, she actually won. She ended up marrying Maddie Johnson, and they're still together. Such a beautiful couple and family. And Brittany Hockley is the other host who was on the Honey Badger season. So if you remember that season, he picked no one at the end, which was a big cluster dump, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I just love them so much. I love their podcast so much. They're a like life and relationship podcast, and they are so funny as well. I adore them so much. So when they had a live show happening, again, I went by myself. It was something that I was just interested in, and I didn't have any friends who even listened to podcasts. So I was like, whatever, booking a ticket, let's just go on my own. And I ended up finding other people that were going alone. So what we did is we created a group chat, we met up, we ate, we had lots of fun, and then we went to the show, and it was incredible. It was so funny. And their surprise guest was Rebel Wilson as well. So that was really cool, having Rebel Wilson come and have a chat. So I just did so much funny shit as well. So yeah, if you need a funny, lighthearted podcast, Life Uncut, okay? And their merch is so comfy. I love this jumper so much. My other favorite podcast, again, is another Australian one, which is Shameless. So they're two girls that live in Melbourne, and it's hosted by Zara McDonald and Michelle. Wow, I forgot her name. Zara and Michelle. But they have just announced that they want to start doing live shows. So I really want to go to them if they come in Sydney. Okay, so we're now jumping to November. So this is just a bit of a light highlight. It's actually the month that I decided to actually take a step back from traditional strength training. So if you know me, I love the gym, I love resistance training, I love lifting heavy shit. But I really wanted to take a step back from that because I just felt like I just kept injuring myself. And there was a point where I was going for a 1 rep PR with a deadlift of 85 kilos, and I knew I did something wrong when I lifted that weight, and my back, like my lower back, I was like, oh my God, I've done something, I've ruined my back again. Lucky I took a few days off, and I actually at that point was like, this isn't for me anymore. So I wanted to look into hypertrophy training. Hypertrophy training, there's still strength training elements to it, but it's more of a higher rep range at a lower weight, and there's also a lot of not that many compound movements that you're focusing on every single week. Like a lot of the times with strength training programs, you have like deadlifts, for example, every single week that you'll progressively overload in. But with hypertrophy training, you kind of just do deadlifts maybe every 2 weeks, but you don't progressively overload to the point where you're only doing like 4 reps. So I really wanted to actually buy a program. So I was really looking around, and this is where Natasha Ocean comes back into it. I actually purchased her cut program, which really focused on hypertrophy movements and training, and it's a 12-week program. I am 5 weeks in and I just finished my deload week. I am loving this so much. I am like being introduced to different moves. I'm doing exercises that I literally never heard of, but I have made tiny tweaks because some of the exercises I'm kind of just like, don't really feel like doing that. Like for example, squats. I hate with a capital H, hate barbell back squats. So I will actually change that to something a bit similar. So for example, if there's a pendulum squat or a hack squat, so it's still a squat movement that I'm doing, but it's just not the traditional barbell squat. So still focusing on like those muscle groups, just in a different way. So I was just making tiny tweaks just so I'm still enjoying the programming. But yeah, I really love that. Also, this is a program that you just purchase once. It's not something that you pay for every year or every month. You just purchase it once. You can do it once. You can do it as many times. You can just keep doing it and doing it. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, just a really light highlight of finally trying something new, like challenging myself to step out of what I am used to, because I just feel like it's so important to learn new skills. That way you are challenging your mind. That way you continue to grow. And yeah, it was just really something I was really excited to try. I actually really want to try like athletic functional training next. So I know she has one of those programs. So just being able to train like an athlete, I think is really cool. I really want to focus on more body weight movements. So yeah, one of my goals for 2023 was to do a muscle up, and unfortunately I didn't hit that, but that's okay. I'm still, you know, feeling strong, feeling good, and not in a way where I feel like I have to lift 85 kilos in a deadlift. Like that's just not something that I want to do anymore. Like I'm happy to just stick to the 50, 60 kilos and just do the 10 to 12 reps, because that's just something that my body can handle. My body cannot just, no, I just don't want to lift. Ego lifting is just not for me anymore. So stepping away for strength training, trying something new, and we'll see where I'm at with my fitness in 2024. But I'm obviously just loving moving my body, and that's something that I'm just going to continue to do, because you are setting yourself up for when you are older. I want to make sure that when I am in my 80s, I'm still able to walk around freely without assistance. So that's just something that you have to think about now. My last highlight, my very last highlight, and this is my favorite one. I mean, getting married was obviously amazing, but 2.5 years ago, we signed a contract, or we signed whatever you want to call it, to buy a house and land package. And longest 2.5 years of my life. When you sign a contract and they're like, yep, when the land registers, it will take about 6 months to build. We're like, yes, let's start buying stuff. Let's get excited. And then the build ends up taking almost 2 years. And obviously I feel really privileged to even be able to like afford a house. Like we were in that position where we could. And obviously I'm extremely grateful that we had the opportunity to purchase, but obviously I can still be upset that the process took forever, okay? But yes, December 3rd or December 2nd, it was December 2nd. December 2nd, we moved in. Like, this is my couch, this is my house, and I'm just so happy. But yeah, so when we got the home and land package, lucky we got it when we did, because what this house is evaluated at now, we can't afford this market. So we got this house just as like the prices started jumping, and yeah, we got really lucky. So I should show you around, right? Let me show you around. I'm so excited. I really wish I put my hair up because I am sweating. Okay, so I just have like on the little portable thingamajiggy on. But yes, let me just quickly show you what my cute little home is looking like. I am so just happy that I just have my own space. Like, anyways. So this is the Samsung Frame TV. So it literally looks like a picture when it's not displayed. So we chose, well, my husband chose like the sunflowers. That's a Samsung Frame. And this is our cute little Christmas tree. So I am filming this on New Year's Eve. And my Christmas hasn't happened yet, so I'm Greek Orthodox and I'm with the old calendar, so I actually celebrate Christmas on the 7th of January. So we still have our Christmas decorations up until probably maybe like a few days after that. So yes, so that is our, and look at our topper. So that's a little topper. So my husband's name is Chris, and Chris was very excited when he found that on Amazon. This is our favorite bauble because we actually got this from Italy, from like this cute little like bookshop place, but that is from Italy. We also got this little gecko thing, so it's we're gonna put that on the wall at some point, but this cute little thing is from France, so we just wanted to put our little trinkets from Europe around. And that's my niece, that's little Evie. Except in about probably 6 months she'll probably be taller than me. She just turned 7 and she's already really tall, which is, it's annoying, but whatever. I'm from a short family. This is my favorite part. Oh, sorry. This is our walk-in pantry, which is an absolute mess at the moment. We still need to put stuff in containers, and I just really want to make this aesthetically pleasing to the eyes because at the moment it's just all over the place. But this is my shelf. And this is my shop. So I have like all my pre-workouts, my protein custards, all of my nut butters from Macro Mike. These are like my favorite things ever, and it just goes and goes and goes. So that's my little corner of the pantry. And obviously we got some goodies. I've been really obsessed with iced tea lately. I was on like a kombucha hit for like so long, but now I just really, really love iced tea. And then, so yeah, this is like our hallway. Oh, and that's our wedding, one of our wedding pictures. So we got that for free from the company that did our photos. So just look at this trail. It's bloody huge, but cute. That's us. So this is like the theater room, but it's probably gonna be like my little workout room for stuff if I want to do stuff at home, because we don't really use TVs too often. Like we'll sit in the lounge room sometimes, but honestly not all the time. Oh, and when you walk past, that's cardboard, Chris. My beautiful bridesmaids got that for the hens, and it's so funny. So we put it there, and every time somebody walks in, we just wait for their reaction because it's just so funny, because it's like, oh, there's someone there, but really it's just a cardboard. And then we just have my bookshelf of when I used to buy books. So now I'm obsessed with my Kindle. I have read 120 books this year, which is insane. I had a goal of 70 and I managed 120. I am out of breath. Those stairs really get me. So this is my other pride and joy of a room. This is my office space. I have my desk. So this desk is from Desky, and it actually goes up and down. That way it's like, that way you can sit up, sit down, stand up, and obviously you need a chair that's, you know, ergonomically good for you. And I have my beautiful Kindle here. I love my desk, and that's my big ass monitor. So this room is not ready yet because we actually still need to put like drawers in the wardrobes, because right now all of my gym clothes are on the floor in drawers because I don't have drawers yet. So everything's kind of just messy at the moment. This effing walking pad, you actually can't use this on carpet. So I'm currently fighting with the company because nowhere on their website does it say you can't use it on carpet. It makes the most annoying sound. It's like so I'm trying to get a refund from them, and it's being a pain in the ass. Oh, actually I want to show you the bathroom, because the bathroom is also really cool. Look at this bathtub, or should I say swimming pool. Basically a swimming pool. It's really, really huge. Hello. So yeah, I just have like little things around. And we also just have a few mats as well. So this one says, welcome to Chris and Evie's home. And it's a greyhound because we're actually going to get greyhounds as pets. So I've never had dogs growing up, and I have been waiting 25 years for this moment. So on February 10th, we put a date on it. We are going to go to the greyhound adoption like agency where they rescue greyhounds who were like put into like racing. So yeah, they've been rescued. So we really want to rescue 2 greyhounds, and one of my beautiful best friends got that for me. But we also have a second mat. My sister got me this one, and when I opened it, I could not stop laughing. So this says leave by 8 p.m. Thanks, Chris and Ev. I like to go to bed early. I don't like having people around too late. If you want to stay an hour, that's great. If you are staying more than like 2-3 hours, you are overstaying, you're welcome. And you can look at that mat. If it is past 8 o'clock, leave by 8 p.m. Okay, leave by 8 p.m. This is just, and our coffee table is so cool. Yes, we have a Taylor Swift Eras Tour bucket here. So that was sold at Hoyt's for the Eras Tour movie. And look, it like opens and like you can customize it to however you want to have it. So yes, those are all my favorite moments and highlights of 2023. I'm really excited for 2024 because, you know, the wedding is over, the house is ready. We can really just like settle in as a couple and just, yeah, just relax and have some fun and throw housewarming parties and hope people leave by 8 p.m. But yeah, 2024 is just going to be about relaxing, and there's only 2 things that I can think of right now that is happening next year, and both of them are concerts. So we are going to the 26th of February, which is a Monday. So that is the Taylor Swift Eras Tour show we are going to. I am so fucking hyped for this concert. So when we actually got these tickets, not gonna lie, I was not a Swiftie and I actually felt awful because the tickets were so hard to get. But now I have a bloody Taylor Swift bucket as decor on my coffee table. I'm really excited for this concert. Like, I just think she's such a marketing genius as well. And like this whole Eras Tour is just so amazing. If Justin Bieber can take some notes and do an Eras Tour of his own, like, can you imagine like 2024 Justin singing Baby in one time in that purple and white suit with his purple Supras? Yes, please. But yeah, really excited for this concert. We learned from the Harry Styles concert that you gotta dress to be a part of the concert. So I am going as the Midnight's Era and I'm really excited for my outfit. I actually already have it all ready to go. And it's such a cute outfit, so I'm really excited. So I'll definitely be posting about the concert and my outfit when the time comes. And then literally that same week, so we go to Taylor Swift on the Monday. The same week, on that Saturday, we are going to the Jonas Brothers. So I didn't have Disney growing up, so I didn't get into Disney until many, many years later. And even now, I could still put on Camp Rock and really enjoy it. Like, yes, I understand it is cringy, but I can still enjoy it. And I really hope they sing, obviously Demi Lovato isn't going to be there, but if she was like a surprise guest and they sung This Is Me, I would literally die. But yeah, I didn't really grow up much with the Jonas Brothers, but I still like obviously knew of them, and like recently just been really getting into their music. So really excited for that. So yeah, 2 concerts in the same week at the beginning of the year. I honestly cannot think of anything else that's going to be happening other than in September, there's going to be the Fitness Expo. Also September will be a wedding anniversary, so really hoping to go away for that. But yeah, other than that, it's been, you know, there's been a few ups and downs, but overall 2023 has been a good year. So yeah, my biggest downside of moving to this area is because it's a much younger demographic. The gyms here are so packed. I loved my gym when I was living like at my parents' house. I loved that gym so much. Even now, I feel so emotional because I miss it so much. The people there were so nice. It was so quiet at 7 a.m. when I like to go. It was so quiet. But now it's just so packed when I go now. And like, it doesn't matter what time you go, there's always people there. Like, obviously it's great that people are into fitness and stuff, but at the same time, if you're waiting like 20 minutes for a leg press and it's just like, I just need to use the leg press. But I've actually signed up to a new gym and I really hope I like it. This gym is much smaller, which is my only concern because the area over here is like really, really growing rapidly. I hope I don't regret my decision because it's a lock-in contract as well. But anyways, that was a bit of a ramble. But yes, oh, and dogs. Oh my God, I'm getting dogs in 2024. That's definitely gonna be one of my biggest highlights. I'll have 2 beautiful greyhounds, hopefully. So if there's gonna be pairs, we definitely want pairs because we know those are harder to get rid of. But 2 concerts and doggies and just relax in the home. I'm very excited. It's gonna be a good year. It's going to be a good year, manifestation that it's a great year. But anyways, that is enough of me talking my head off. My voice needs a break now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my 2023 wrapped. Thank you again so much for supporting me throughout this year. Like, it is still so surreal that I'm close to 800 subscribers. When I'm filming this, like, brands are reaching out to me. I'm able to just have such a great community around me. So yes, if you want to see more of me, I am on TikTok and Instagram. I'll link my usernames on the screen, down below, just everywhere where you can find me on social media. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are. And just like I say after every video, one bad day isn't a setback. Tomorrow can always be better. Bye.